Good morning, class. Today we're going to be making our dragon for our castle, which we have to be very careful with. I'm going to leave it off to the side so I don't even bump it. To start, we'll get some clay. If you're making the Chinese dragon or the European dragon, I'll have one of each going. So for the European one, he's a little bit of a bigger body, so I'm going to roll it into a ball. And then kind of break off a chunk for his head. Take off a little piece for some legs and then roll it into a ball again. Got a kind of a fine ball. I'm going to pinch out a little piece to make it kind of look like a pear shape. And smooth it out. Smoothing it out makes it look super nice. I'm pinching out this pear shape so it can have a kind of a neck. So it's for my European dragon. And now I'm going to take a piece of clay and roll it like a coil for my Eastern dragon. Kind of like this. Now if you want a longer tail, you could sure roll it out a little bit longer there. You can roll it like this way too. And that's the body of my Eastern dragon. So now we get to add things like heads and tails and such, and arms and legs. With those, I just do basically a lot of just like rolling in between my fingers, making coils. Two little pieces. I think that looks like good hands. So I would chop that in half. I'm going to add it on for maybe some little legs. They're skinny, so I'm going to put them on my Chinese dragon. If I want to add any piece, I just have to scratch on the piece I'm going to put it on, and then scratch on the piece that's going to be attached. And then add water. 1, 2, 1, 2. Huh, and he's got little legs. I can see if he'll fit on here. Looks good. Smooth out any bumps. Alright, and I could add a couple more. Maybe I'll make some legs for my European dragon now. I'm going to make his thicker because he's a little bit of a chunkier dragon. 1, 2. Notice how every piece gets scratched. This is the most important thing. So that you scratch every piece and add water to every piece before you connect them. Otherwise they just slide right off after it gets fired. There we go. We can make things like a head for him. Oop, bell time. I just rolled a ball or an oval for the head. Before I attach it, though, I have to scratch. And add water. I'm going to have you watch me do this a million times so you will not forget to do it. If you wanted to make a longer head, you could have attached a neck, or a longer neck, you can make a neck. Maybe make a mouth like this. Some nostrils. If you want to add spikes, you can. goodness, I just knocked it all over. There we go. Next, we might want to add some more legs because they're missing their back legs. So we got front legs, let's do some back legs. Put these guys on, scratch, scratch. Can stick his back legs on. There we go. His legs aren't very strong right now. Maybe we'll still stick him on his back. And I'll make his little legs. His I'm going to make as just kind of more of feet because he's sitting up. Notice how I'm doing all the basic things kind of first before I get too involved in detail. Making sure my dragon has all of his body parts. The last thing this one is missing is a tail, so I'm going to do the same kind of way I did my Chinese dragon body. Just kind of roll out a coil that's pointy at the end, and I can attach that to his tail. It's kind of looking like a dinosaur dragon, but that's okay. Scratching and putting that slip on. Alright. Got my two dragons. Now it's time you can do things like details. I already started the face on that one. I can do my face on this one. I just kind of squish it out with my fingers to whatever shape I'd like. Put eyes, nostrils, mouth. You can add spikes or just kind of spike them up with your fingers if he's got a thick enough body. You could add toes, claws, do work on the little feet. You could try to make him in the shape where he would wrap around your castle. But remember being super careful with that castle. Alright. So that looks pretty cool. This one, maybe I'll give him some wings. Chinese dragons don't have wings, but these guys could have wings. With that, I would probably just make a patty cake and cut out like a triangle shape. And attach that on. Can draw scales on, all sorts of things. Patty cake. Like that. And you get to do details, smooth it out, make it your own. And that's kind of my basics on dragon.